Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am here to talk about all of the fragrances that I wore last week. So before we get into the video, I have an exciting announcement. It's exciting for me. It may be exciting for some of you. I know a lot of you have been asking me to do makeup content. Tons of you ask me all the time to do tutorials. You're always commenting on my makeup, wanting to know what products I'm using, things like that. And I had tried in the past to kind of incorporate what I was wearing on my face in my videos, but to be completely honest with you, it just never felt natural. I felt like the majority of you are really here for the perfume content, and hey, I get it. And so I don't want to bore you or have people clicking off early or not knowing, when I'm gonna throw makeup content in, and they're just really not here for that kind of content. So I've been trying to figure out for months, you guys, months, on how I can somehow get back into makeup content, because as you know, well, as some of you know, this channel was started as a makeup channel, and I quickly grew very weary of the makeup community. Number one, it's very, very oversaturated. There are just thousands upon thousands of makeup channels. Everybody is competing with everybody. You're trying to grow a channel when you've got huge mega makeup channels that get PR sent to them. All of the new products are being sent to them, before it ever even launches. So people like me with a tiny, tiny micro channel just don't even stand a chance. So, and I didn't want to, I just didn't want to have to get into that mess. It's just not for me. So with that being said, I think I came up with a great solution for a makeup outlet, basically. I hope you guys are going to be excited about this. I'm going to just start a whole new channel. I've always had two YouTube channels. I've had this one, which I do my perfume content on, and this is the channel that I subscribe to all of my lovely fellow perfume reviewers here on YouTube. And then I've always kept a separate channel because I am really interested in a lot of other things, true crime content, just mysteries, history, all of that content I've always kept separate on a different channel. And I think that this content that I'm going to start creating will fit in really well on that channel, on my new channel. So I will link it down below. It is going to be called Makeup and Mysterious History. So as you all know, I love makeup. I play with makeup every single day. I'm constantly buying new makeup as much as I am new perfume. And I think this will give me an outlet for that. I also have a bachelor's degree in history. I've always been interested in kind of fringe topics when it comes to history. All of this will be explained in the introduction video that is already posted on my new channel. I will leave a link in the description box down below if you are interested in checking out that content. Basically, it's going to be a get ready with me style video once a week where I will be just playing with makeup and doing my makeup, everyday makeup, and talking about something mysterious that has happened in history or that is currently happening in history, whether it be true crime, whether it be, Skinwalker Ranch, the Brown Mountain Lights, things like that that are just fascinating to talk about and think about. Anything that you want me to research, please leave me a comment in this video down below, also letting me know what kinds of things, if you're into this, if it's something that sounds interesting to you, if you're going to go over to my other channel and subscribe, please let me know in the comments of this video. Any topics that you guys would be into seeing. I will also leave a timestamp. I'll leave a timestamp so you don't have to listen to this ramble if you're just here for the perfume. But anyways, please leave me a comment down below letting me know anything that you're interested in hearing about, that you want me to research, that you want me to talk about in one of these makeup and mysterious history videos down below. So with all that being said, let's jump right in to today's video, which is going to be all of the fragrances that I wore last week. So the first one we are going to talk about is Dolce Peony. So this is a beautiful fragrance. This is a flanker of Dolce, just Dolce, and it's gorgeous. There was Dolce, and then Dolce Garden was the first flanker, I believe, and then Dolce Peony, and now I believe there's a Dolce Shine, which I am dying to get my hands on that one as well. So I adore this. I did wear this to work. As you guys know, You know me, I overspray everything. I did overspray this and it stuck around with me all day. It did turn into a skin scent after about 6 hours. I really could still smell it on my clothing even after, I mean, I could still smell it on my clothing all day. So it might not have been projecting. You just never know, you know, when something dries down and you can still smell it faintly, but you don't know if others, I think others could probably still smell it, but I love this fragrance. It's beautiful. This is bergamot, nashi pear, pink pepper, peony, freesia, Bulgarian rose, yellow plum nectar, honey, patchouli, and amber. So that is the first one that I wore, and this is Dolce Peony. The second fragrance that I wore is one that I've had in my collection probably for too long at this point. I think it's starting to smell a little bit differently than it did when I first got it. This is a more affordable type fragrance, so it's probably not made with the highest quality ingredients, but I still love it nonetheless. But I did notice a little bit of a change in the scent, so I do think it might be going off a little bit. I've had mine for years. But that is Coconut Passion by Victoria's Secret. Sorry. I did pair this with the lotion Whipped Vanilla Chiffon from Bath & Body Works. This has been my go-to lotion recently. I just love the way this smells. This is wild vanilla bean, spun sugar, and white peach blossom. It's just really beautiful. It's a vanilla. It is a beautiful vanilla fragrance, but it's got like that peach, a little bit of that peach blossom to it, which, you know, is probably some kind of fantasy scent, but it just gives it a little, like a hint of fruitiness and a hint of floral. Yeah, basically. I did layer this over that, and it's gorgeous. The day, I want to say it was the day I did, oh no, okay, I know what I did. I layered this with another fragrance, another vanilla fragrance, because like I say, when I first sprayed this one on, something felt a little off about it to me. So to fix it, I layered Divine Vanille from Essential Parfums over it. And this combination right here, this lotion, Coconut Passion, and the Divine Vanille, oh my gosh. The air conditioning went out at work that day and I was pouring sweat, you guys, pouring sweat. When I tell you it was hot, and it was so hot out that day, I think it got up to 98 degrees, no air conditioning, building batteries. It was miserable. I mean, when I tell you I was pouring sweat, I was pouring sweat down my legs. I was pouring sweat down my face. I mean, it was just horrendous. But I will tell you, this combination, this little combination right here, is what I was wearing, and thank goodness, because when I had a couple people come over into my workspace and say, oh my gosh, it smells like a bakery over here. You've got it smelling like cake over here, Sarah. Things like that. So I was like, well, good, because I'm sweating like a pig right now, and I'm thinking that I probably smell so bad, but all they're smelling is this divine, like, cake batter smell. So it worked out well. Coconut Passion is vanilla, coconut, and lily of the valley. And Divine Vanille is clary sage, cinnamon, black pepper, osmanthus, incense, pomerose, Madagascar vanilla, tonka bean, Siam benzoin, Texas cedar, musk, and patchouli. I love this. This is a deep, rich, yummy vanilla fragrance. It's like middle of the road as far as sweetness goes. It's just gorgeous. I feel like I just segued into this one, which is fine. But yeah, just a gorgeous, deep, yummy, really unique vanilla. I really love this one. So, and I found this was a Mercari find. I could not believe it, Mercari find. But you can find this on Lucky Scent. But anyways, yeah, that is Divine Vanille. Okay, the next fragrance, I was on a vanilla kick apparently this week. The next fragrance I wore is one that I wore to bed. I love to wear this fragrance to bed. This one and all of the fragrances in this line, you're really not going to get any longevity out of. I don't anyways. I do a little bit with the rose one, which we'll talk about in a little while, but this is Pacifica, I should tell you what we're talking about here. This is Pacifica Cosmosis Vanilla Stardust, and beautiful. This is a beautiful vanilla fragrance. The sprayer on these really is terrible too. Oh my gosh though. This is another like really unique, Beautiful vanilla fragrance. I love this fragrance so much. So Cosmosis is, and this is quote, I'm going to quote this because this is taken directly from Pacifica's, this is how Pacifica describes this. Quote, deep resinous creamy vanilla with ash and cold sparkling ozonic top notes, end quote. So really beautiful. Just, it's like, this smells like cake batter to me. I don't get like this, there is like a lightness to it, which I guess is the ozonic top notes. I don't know about the ash. I guess there is a little bit of like a cold feeling to this fragrance. It's not like a super warm vanilla, if that makes any sense, but it still smells like cake batter at the end of the day. It's gorgeous. I love it. I highly recommend these. These are so inexpensive, and if you can catch them on sale, I think I paid like 12 bucks for these, and they're totally worth it. They're kind of body spray concentration a little bit, but they're totally worth it if you want something just to throw on or something to go to bed with, especially this one. But yeah, I adore this. So that is Pacifica Cosmosis Vanilla Stardust. The next one that I wore is one that I just hauled, and this, I didn't get any compliments on this fragrance. I will say that up front. This is Monsoon Rose Gold, and this, oh my gosh, I love this. I love this so much. I think that this probably smells a little bit dated for some people, and I think it does smell dated, but dated to the 90s. This is not a modern smelling perfume to me. That's just my opinion. Other people may feel differently, but to me, this is totally 90s. It's bringing me back somehow, some way to like my teenage years. I'm sure it smells exactly like something from that time. I can't put my finger on it. I love it. Like I say, I didn't get any compliments on this when I wore it. This is a beast of a fragrance. This thing lasted all day long. I wore it to work. I could smell it all day. I'm sure everybody else could smell it all day. It's a beast. I adore this. This is a floral, which florals can be hit and miss with people anyways. I'll tell you right up front, my most complimented fragrances are celebrity fragrances and gourmands. That's just what people like to smell. Just like vanilla is like the most popular home fragrance, everybody loves the smell of vanilla. That's why people burn vanilla candles or have vanilla diffusers in their homes, like when they're trying to sell it, because vanilla is just the fragrance that everybody loves. So yeah, florals though, they can be hit or miss, and I think this one might, I don't know. Nobody said really anything to me about this one, so, which I don't care, I enjoyed it. Monsoon Rose Gold is lemon notes, juicy fruit, ozone, roses, tuberose, neroli, cyclamen, musk, woody notes, vanilla, amber, and moss. I adore it. If they have this on FragranceNet, like if it comes back in stock, because I'm pretty sure it sold out like really fast on FragranceNet, but if it comes back in stock, it was really inexpensive, and I love it. I love it. I don't know if it would be a safe blind buy unless you know you like florals. If you know you kind of like those musky florals, like Narciso, things like that, and I don't care for Narciso, but this one is a sweeter version of that. It's like a sweeter, muskier, not muskier, I'm sorry, it's a sweeter, less musky, a little bit less patchouli version of something like that. So anyways, that is Monsoon Rose Gold. The next one I wore is one, this is another Pacifica one, and this is Kindred Spirit Rose Dust Palo Santo. This and the vanilla one are tied for my absolute favorites. I adore both of these. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is stunning. This one lasts on my skin the best too out of all of them. This one will hang around for like 4 hours. So this one is a little bit better performing than all of the rest. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's a woody rose fragrance. I don't know if you all have ever smelled Palo Santo. It's kind of like a sacred wood. It's used a lot. People cleanse or clear their homes with it if you're into that. I totally am. I understand if you're not though, but people use it the way that they use sage to clear and cleanse their homes, things like that. So it's a very kind of beautiful, it's kind of sweet, sacred smelling wood. I adore it. And this is Palo Santo, and Rose. I love it. And I'm just going to quote again how Pacifica describes this one. So, quote, crushed hazy rose dust, myrrh, and the scent of piney, lemony Palo Santo. Yeah, it's got a resinous quality to it from the myrrh, and crushed hazy rose dust sounds, it's like perfect. It's the perfect descriptions for it. I love this. I want somebody to copy this and make it into a stronger, longer lasting formulation of some kind of a perfume. Or maybe if even Pacifica could do that, like bottle this but concentrate it somehow so that it's just deep and resinous and rosy and woody, and I want this in like a deeper concentration of it. I love it. So anyways, that is Kindred Spirits Rose Dust Palo Santo from Pacifica. The next fragrance that I wore last week is one that I have not picked up for a while. This is an Armaf fragrance, and this is Le Femme. This is often like referred to as a dupe for Killian Forbidden Games. No, that's not true. I think I did a dupes video where I compared this to a decant of Forbidden Games. To me, it was not a dupe. To me, this is not a dupe for that fragrance at all. I could smell maybe a little bit of a similarity, but I remember Forbidden Games just smelling completely different from Le Femme. So not to say that this is bad in any way, but this is actually a really beautiful fragrance. This is a fruity perfume, but it lasts forever on the skin. I don't think I wore this to work. I think I wore this maybe on one of my days off. Le Femme is gardenia, orange, plum, bergamot, lily of the valley, jasmine, saffron, rose, patchouli, white musk, vanilla, woody notes, and woody notes. That's it. And this to me is mostly sweet fruit. There's a lot of plum in this. You don't really get the woody notes. It's really just sweet fruit. It's quite linear. There's not a lot going on with this one. Once you spray it on, what you smell is what you're gonna get. Like, you're not gonna get a journey with this one at all. It's quite linear. So anyways, I do like this one. It's not my favorite thing in the whole world. I bought it because it had been touted as a dupe for a Killian fragrance, and I wanted to test it. I keep it in my collection because I really kind of like it, but there's just nothing special about it. I wouldn't recommend that anybody run out and buy this, especially if you're looking for a dupe of that fragrance. So anyways, that is Armaf Le Femme. Oh, and the longevity on that one is pretty darn good for a fruity fragrance that'll get you through probably an 8-hour day. So especially if you overspray, like I always do. The next one I wore this one to bed because it's not quite cool enough outside for this one yet. Oh, how I adore this fragrance. This is another one I just hauled. This is Nina Ricci L'Extase Rose Absolue. Oh gosh, this is just beautiful. This is a beautiful woody rose. It's gorgeous. This is often compared to, I think, Oud Satin Mood or Oud Silk Mood, one of those by Francis Kurkdjian. Who is also the perfumer on this as well. So, you know, it makes sense that they kind of smell alike. I have smelled Oud Satin Mood. I have never smelled Oud Silk Mood. I will have to pull out my sample of Oud Satin Mood again and compare it to this to see if it is. I think that's the one that it gets compared to, though. Rose Absolue's Black and Pink Pepper, Tafe Rose, which is supposed to be more of like a burnt rose smell, Atlas Cedar, Oriental Musks, Vanilla, Benzoin, and Patchouli. I adore this. This lasts absolutely forever on the skin as well. I wore this to bed. Usually when I put fragrances on and go to bed, I can't smell them anymore when I wake up. Not with this guy. This one I could still smell all over my skin, all over my clothes when I woke up the next morning, and it didn't go away until I took a shower. So yeah, and that was in warmer weather. So I'm really excited to play with this one in the cooler months, and I just have a feeling this is going to be one of my go-tos in the cooler months. So anyways, that is Nina Ricci L'Extase Rose Absolue. And last but not least is another one that I just hauled, and I'm happy to say this one, the longevity of this one is pretty darn good. This is called Have Fun by Lareeve. I picked this up because I was looking for something that smelled like Escada Moon Sparkle, which is one of my old signatures. And Moon Sparkle has been discontinued. It is incredibly difficult to find. Well, it's readily available. It's incredibly difficult to find at a decent price. People are asking stupid prices for it, like $200, $175 for bottles that don't even have caps on them, which I'm just not willing to take that risk, knowing that it could maybe have not been stored properly and possibly doesn't smell the same. So I pulled the trigger on this one. I'm very happy that I did. This one, it smells like 95% like Moon Sparkle. On my skin, it wasn't 100% the same. I don't think that dupes are ever 100% the same. I think the best we can hope for is just something that gives us the same experience, that kind of, you know, that really smells a lot like it. And that's how this is for me. It's not exactly the same. It doesn't have the same strength and longevity that my beloved old Moon Sparkle had, but it's good enough for me. And for being so affordable, this, I think I paid $13 and some cents for it, for this huge bottle. It's a 3-ounce bottle. And this got me through the entire day. Now, after about 8 hours, it turned into a skin scent, and I could still smell it on my clothing. I could still smell it on me, which is really my criteria for wearing a fragrance to work. If I can smell it all day, I don't care if everybody else can. So, and that's how this one is. I just think it's really great for the price. So Have Fun is strawberry, blackcurrant, magnolia, apple, raspberry, peony, freesia, jasmine, rose, amber, sandalwood, and musk. Super fruity. Fun is a really good name for this, because that's what it is. It's just a fruity, fun fragrance that really sticks around for a very long time. Super crowd pleasing, probably a very safe blind buy, just a beautiful fragrance, and it reminds me enough of my old signature that this works for me. So anyways, that is Have Fun by Lareeve. And that is it, guys. That is all of the fragrances that I wore last week. Again, don't forget to check out my new channel if you are interested in makeup. I just filmed my first video, which is just an introduction to the channel, and I did this look that I'm wearing today. So if you're interested in seeing that, I will leave that channel and that video linked down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.